I know it's hard, I know it's complicated, but I promised you've been waiting here forever. I had a much to say, but you're not here with me, no. We're invincible, like fire in the snow. Trust me when I say you are my beautiful world, and I'm feeling it all, we should make an effort. It's true you're so far away, and it's true you don't feel the same. But if you take my hand, we can try and go back, starting from scratch. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not, because I still believe. You're my gravity. You will never be what I expected. Different frequencies, that's why we ain't connected. You know I will make it through, I got nothing to lose but you. It's true you're so far away, and it's true I can feel the same. It's another day, you know you want me to stay, but I go my way. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not, because I still believe. You're my gravity. You're my gravity. You're calling out my name, but the echo numbs your pain. Sorry, but more than just a shadow, I'm more than just a man. You don't care how I feel, you don't know how I feel. No, you don't know how. I wash away the sorrow till my heart can beat again. You're my gravity. No, you're my gravity. I will let you go, the only thing that I know. You were my gravity, but now I have to leave. I will let you go. Why do you feel that I want? What do you think that I want? I know how to breathe into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity, into my gravity. I know it's hard, I know it's complicated, but I promised you've been waiting here forever. I had a much to say, but you're not here with me, no. We're invincible, like fire in the snow. Trust me when I say you are my beautiful world, and I'm feeling it all, we should make an effort. It's true you're so far away, and it's true you don't feel the same. But if you take my hand, we can try and go back, starting from scratch. I won't let you go, no I can't let you go, 'cause you're my gravity, and I will never leave. I won't let you go, no baby I will not.
Warning: the Duracell Cup Series data file you have attempted to access is out of date. Uploading current file now.
It's a brand new car from stem to stern, and it's never been raced at these speeds.
The next gen car is opportunity.
Everything is different with the exception of like the seat, the steering wheel, and your helmet.
Unknown creates excitement.
Talking about my generation.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here as we get ready for the 19th race of the inaugural season of the NNSCRA Duracell Ultra Lite Series. Here from the high banks of Boston International. This is the ultimate race of the season for these drivers. This will basically set up the stage as to who's going to have a shot at the championship here this season, heading into the finale at Michigan. Of course, the championship and a guaranteed chartered ride in Season 8 of the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series up for grabs. And here today, there's about maybe seven or so drivers that are going to have different agendas. In the terms of the points leader, Eric Monaco, it is to continue to increase his points gap so that way he could maybe go into Michigan already locking up the championship. For drivers David Dixon, Benny Watson, and Kyle Langland, who have a total of 7 wins between the three of them, they're hoping to keep themselves in the hunt. They want to finish ahead of the 4 car. They want to close up that gap, make it an easier shot for the championship at Michigan, but not lose any points to him either, because they all come into this race currently mathematically eligible to leave as the points leader. And then for a trio of drivers, John Lightning Jr., Steven Burnside, and Austin Reed, they're looking to get back into the hunt. They come into this race 21 and 22 points behind the points lead. They need to get themselves at least up to somewhere around 15, 16 points out to have a legit mathematical shot at this championship, with the fact that we would have about 4 other drivers competing for the championship, and there are only 21 drivers in the last 11 weeks that have taken every green flag. So not as many points on the table as there is in a 42 car field with the Cup drivers. So you have to have that cut line be somewhere under 20 points at least, and probably want to give yourself a little bit of cushion space to account for the other drivers that are battling for the championship and your distance to them points-wise also. For the rest of the drivers in the field, more than likely they are out of the hunt. There are a couple of long shots like Roberto Crown Jr. and Benjamin Snyder, who if they won today maybe could get mathematically into the hunt, but they're pretty much in must-win situations. Everybody else mathematically would not be able to get themselves close enough points-wise, even with a victory here today, to compete for the championship at Michigan. So they're looking to just end out the season with 1 or 2 checkered flags here in Light Series competition. One of those drivers would include our pole sitter, Sophia Simon. Sophia had a great run the last time that they were out, though, gained 4 spots and stands up to 14th, and looking to continue that uptick here today. Austin Reed, who is the lowest of those long shot drivers, needs a good run here today, preferably a win to get back into the championship picture. Will share the outside of the front row. Steven Burnside, who's in the same category as Austin Reed, needs a good run here today to get to within 15 or 16 points of the points lead. Rolls off on the inside of row number 2. And Eric Monaco, the driver everybody's gunning for, your current points leader, 10 points over his nearest competitor, the 3-time winner David Dixon. Monaco is going to roll off with with good starting track position from the 4th position. Skylar Taylor, a 2-time winner on the season in only 11 starts compared to the 18 starts the rest of the drivers have made, looking for his 3rd win on the season. He's going to complete the top 5, and Benny Watson right there, 3rd in points, 12 points out, going to be right behind Eric Monaco. Those two have been at odds with each other all season long for that points lead, and he will be in the 6th place starting position for this afternoon's event. Let's go down trackside, get those most famous words in motorsports, because we're ready to go racing up here in the Northeast at Boston International Raceway.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Get our rhythm. Get ready to rock and roll today. It's a long race. There will be a lot of pit stops. So just go out there, do what you got to do. No mistakes. That's the big thing today. Just no mistakes.
Right side of your screen, you see your starting lineup for this afternoon's event. 50 laps of racing await these drivers here, and an opportunity to head into Michigan in the season finale for both Lights and Cup, with the championship on the line. 18 previous races, 12 different drivers have gone to victory lane. Sophia Simon would like to be the 13th, as she and Austin Reed will bring them down here out of turn number 4. Flagman has the green flag in hand, and it is waving over the hood of the Reese's Ford Fusion. We're racing at Boston. Up to 180 miles per hour for Sophia Simon, sailing it into turn 3, up the high banking there of 3 and 4. Multi-groove racetrack. As the run goes on, you'll probably see more and more passes made on the outside line than on the inside line. Austin Reed trying to clear around the top of Stephen Burnside to slot into 2nd place, which it looks like he will do so. Burnside falls back into 3rd. You saw right there when the 24 crossed from top to bottom, put the dirty air on the nose of the Aldo's Pizza Chevrolet. That slowed him up and brought Skylar Taylor to his back bumper. Taylor looking low, shading to that left rear quarter panel, but not able to make the move just yet. 5th place under contest, Nathan Stapleton on the top. On the inside, the 52 of Virgil Alonso, 2-time winner on the season. And battle is on for the lead. Austin Reed looks to the inside of Sophia Simon, looking to maybe pull off a little bit of a slide job here through 1 and 2. Completes the pass, and the Tide Ride will go to P1. Austin Reed, a former winner on the season, needs a good run today to get back into that championship picture. Currently mathematically out of the championship hunt. 22 points back. Needs to be within about 18, 19 points, and wants to cut into that deficit even more. It's like Eric Monaco, who started on the outside of row 2, drifted back a bit, has now found his way to the bottom, working his way back up to the front. His closest competitor in points is ahead of him, though. David Dixon, the 3-time winner, just completed the pass around Nathan Stapleton to move into the top 5. 10 points separating Monaco from David Dixon coming into this one. Monaco with only 1 win on the season. David Dixon with a series-leading 3. 4 other drivers have 2 victories on the season. Those being Benny Watson, Kyle Langland, Cole Coybe. I'm sorry, correction, I just misread the wrong column. Benny Watson, Kyle Langland, Virgil Alonso, and Skylar Taylor. Those are the other repeat winners on the season with 2 each. Couple of them up here inside the top 5. The 54 currently in 3rd, and the 52 currently in 4th place. We saw a lot of the drivers rolling off the grid up towards the front. David Dixon has made his way up here into the top 5. What about some of the other drivers that we talked about coming into this one that had a mathematical shot at the championship, depending on how things shook out today at Boston? As Sophia Simon back to the race lead. Let's try and find John Lightning Jr. and Kyle Langland. There's John Lightning Jr. currently in the 12th position, and looks like he's making his way forward right behind Benjamin Snyder. Snyder started shotgun in the field 21st, and in a matter of 10 laps, he's now up to 12th. Where is two-time winner Kyle Langland? He has drifted back to dead last. Langland was 13 points out of the points lead coming into this one. He needs to get something going here and start making some forward progress, because as we mentioned about some drivers, they could today move their way back into the championship picture. Drivers that are currently in the championship picture could find themselves out mathematically of the title hunt heading into Michigan, depending on how they finish today. Eric Monaco currently running behind David Dixon and just lost a spot to Benny Watson. So Watson will gain a point on Monaco as Monaco drops back to the 8th spot. Madeline Crenshaw, a former winner on the season from Suzuka, making her ways forward in the Subway Ford Fusion. Right now P6. Crenshaw 10th in overall points, 42 points out. Unlikely even with a victory that Crenshaw could get herself back into the championship conversation. But Sophia Simon showing that Ford power. Fords have shown here already this weekend that they are very, very strong at Boston International. We had 7 Fords advance into the Fast 10 to run for the pole position earlier on today in Cup qualifying, and 6 of those 7 are starting in the first 3 rows for tomorrow afternoon's race, including playoff contender Casey Hoyt, who will start from the pole, the only playoff driver that advanced into the Fast 10. 7th playoff race of the season tomorrow afternoon right here at Boston at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, after Reed got the lead from Simon, he wasn't able to get away. Simon crossed him back over, got the lead back, and has been unable to shake Austin Reed. So the top 2 continue to be a very close nose to tail here through 3 and 4. Skylar Taylor holding down that 3rd position. David Dixon right behind in the 4th spot. Looking to close up in a battle for a spot on the podium. Battle for the lead is on again. Reed with a good run through 1 and 2. Gets a bit of an edge here going through 3 and 4. Let's see if that outside line comes into play there. Sophia Simon drove it in deep. Let it swing up to the wall, but not quite going to be able to get back to the throttle. Reed will take the position. And that opens up the door for Skylar Taylor to now look for P2. I mentioned this multiple times in the last couple of weeks, and the fact that we're only going to have 1 driver win the championship here, and only 1 driver is going to get a guaranteed chartered ride in next season of the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series. But that doesn't mean that some of these drivers we're seeing here, that they won't be up in the Cup Series in Season 8. Opportunity here in the Duracell Ultra Light Series for them to showcase what they're doing. Certainly got to turn the heads of some teams that at this point in time look like they're going to have some vacated spots on their roster, and they may look in the direction of a David Dixon or a Skylar Taylor, a Virgil Alonso. Drivers that aren't necessarily going to win this championship, but have had pretty solid seasons and have been able to pick up checkered flags. Top 4 have broken away. 5th and 6th right here with Watson and Alonso. I thought they were going to maybe try to tandem up to the top 4, but instead Watson's looking to the inside of the 52. Oh, Alonso's going to get up and into the wall off of turn 4 here. Almost comes down in front of Eric Monaco. Overstepped the cushion a little bit there, did Virgil Alonso. He'll pay the price for it, losing a couple of spots, and now Madeline Crenshaw to his inside. But I wonder if Watson maybe didn't want to tandem with the 52, feeling he has a faster race car and can get up here to the top 4 on his own. Side by side, well, was potentially side by side for 3rd. David Dixon looked to the bottom on Skylar Taylor. Taylor able to hold him off on that outer line through 3 and 4. Not certain if pit road's going to come into play here today. This will give us an idea of what to expect for a fuel window tomorrow. Tomorrow's Cup race, 75 laps in total. We'll see if they can go the full 50-lap distance here. If they do come to pit lane, I think tires will definitely be something they'll be screaming for. Boston is not necessarily known for being very easy on the good years. So I think it would be just as much coming down pit road for tires as it would be for fuel, but I think fuel would be the trump card as to whether they'd come to pit road or not. If they can go 50 laps in a tank of fuel, these drivers, they would stick it out on old tires just to not give up the time it would take to come down pit road and make a 4-tire pit stop. Well, Watson did indeed reel in the top 4 as now David Dixon completes the pass around Skylar Taylor for 3rd. Watson will stick his foot into the door there, and he will move on by out of turn 2 into the 4th spot. Benny Watson winning the season opener at Daytona, kind of set the tone for his season. Eric Monaco would win not that long after at, I believe it was Las Vegas. And he and Monaco, it seemed like every single week, they would finish in close proximity to each other. Now Watson has finished not as well the last couple of weeks. That has dropped him down to 3rd in points, allowed David Dixon to enter into the fray. But right now, 4-horse race coming into this one for the championship title. Kyle Langland being the other driver. Let's follow up on the 26th. Last we saw he was running dead last. Have they made any improvements since then? He's picked up 1 spot. Got by Roberto Crown Jr. up to 20th place, but that ain't gonna cut it. With Dixon and Watson and Monaco all right now running up inside of the top 6, Kyle Langland's gonna need a miracle right now in the second half of this race to get back into the championship battle. How about this 3 wide? Virgil Alonso, after getting up into the wall, is fading back. Jack Mitchell in the middle. Cat Batson on the bottom. Both Batson and Mitchell will complete the pass around the 52, who continues to fall back. Now Samit Ozkan to his inside. This is just outside of the top 10 right now. John Lightning Jr. now up into the top 10, 9th place for the first watch Toyota Camry. Trying to get himself mathematically back into the championship picture. Needs about 3 or 4 points to do so on the rest of his competition. Stephen Burnside in the 11 has, I believe, faded back. Yeah, he has. He was up in the top 5 on the starting lineup, and he has drifted back to 19th. So Burnside could very well, as he's running, be out of the championship picture at the conclusion of this one, along with Langland. And Austin Reed, obviously, who was another of those drivers that had to get himself back mathematically in the hunt. He is out in front, leading this race. Sophia Simon fell prey to the Toyotas. Dixon moving up now into P2, Watson into P3, and Simon's trouble's not over. Skylar Taylor now to her inside for 4th place. Sophia Simon starting on the pole position, leading 10 laps so far today. She's the only other driver, with the exception of Austin Reed, that's been out in front. Reed now about to complete his 22nd circuit out in front. Could very well lock up that bonus point for most laps led if he's able to lead the next couple or so here. Don't think anybody else would be able to match his lap total, since 10 other laps have already been led by Sophia Simon. Had a battle there for 2nd place that was brewing. Benny Watson took a look to the inside of David Dixon, not able to get there. Dixon with 3 wins on the season, Watson with 2. Watson would like to tie Dixon for most wins this year. Austin Reed leading the way is trying to join the 4-way tie for 2 wins on the season. And it looks like David Dixon is closing up on his back bumper. Now it's a question of who's got the better long-run car, who's preserved their tires the best here in these 35 completed circuits. And are we having pit stops? Yes, we are. I wondered about it with the 45 jumping up there to the outside the way he did. So pit road going to start to be a busy place, around 15 laps to go. That turned the lead over to David Dixon, so a bonus point going to be coming his way. And now comes the strategy. Does David Dixon come to pit road this time, or does he stay out a little bit longer? Nope, he's coming in this time by. See if anybody else rolls the dice for an extra lap. Fogler's coming in. Looks like Steven Burnside in the 11 car going to stay out an extra lap there. Gutsy call. We'll see if it pays out for him. We'll have to keep an eye on potential extended stays on pit road, because I think a couple of cars during the course of that run got up into the outside wall. We know Virgil Alonso did. I think Kyle Langland may have also. I think I just saw some right side damage on his machine. So a little extra time might be spent on pit lane, which would lose you track position and positions in the running order, as Burnside now makes his way onto pit road, onto what should be a relatively quiet pit lane. That might have been the call for him going as long as he did. He'll also have the freshest tires for this final stint to the checkers. So who does that cycle the lead around to is the question. And it may very well be to the 54 of Skylar Taylor. We'll wait for confirmation on that, but if that's the case, Skylar Taylor and that team got it done on pit road. Waiting for scoring to update itself. It's now got Skylar in P6. Let's see if anybody's ahead of him. Oh yeah, there are a couple ahead of him here. Is it going to be Nathan Fogler? Fogler's right now scored P2. I think the Duracell Toyota might end up cycling out to the race lead here. And scoring puts in P1. Lightning fast pit stop for Nathan Fogler. But he's got company that's starting to reel him in. But Fogler to the point. Nathan Fogler, 5 top 5s, 8 top 10s on the season. Looks like they may have gone maybe with fuel only, because look at how quickly he's getting reeled in by the 24 and the 75. And they're going to bypass him very fast. So gutsy call there. May not pan out for Fogler, but he at least got some time out in front. Going to get a bonus point for at least a lap led. But this now turns the lead over to Austin Reed in the 24, and it'll be he and Benny Watson that'll battle it out for the top spot here with 10 laps to go. Watson looking low on the Tide machine. Little edge here going into turn 3. Reed will drive it in deep there. Try and get back to the throttle through the center of the corner. He'll keep alongside of Watson, coming back to the line. Who led the lap? Scoring said it was the 75 car. So Watson gets a bonus point. That's his first lap led of the day. And I think he's going to clear him here off of turn number 2. So Benny Watson going to the point. Reed will fall back to second. Skylar Taylor just completed the pass around Nathan Fogler for third. Fogler back to fourth. Still going to be a net gain there for the 13, despite the fact that he was kind of had his doors blown off for the top position. Sophia Simon right now in 5th. Eric Monaco currently is cycled to 6th, then Kat Batson in 7th. 8th place is Nathan Stapleton. 9th, Kyle Langland, so he's picked up some spots here since the green flag pit stop. 10th place, Madeline Crenshaw, but I want to go back and look. Yeah, David Dixon in the 45 is 4 laps down, and you can see he's got left side damage. Second in points. So we'll probably have to show via the NCRA split cam what went down right there, as Fogler continues to lose more positions to Simon, Monaco, and Batson. But we're going to have to follow up on that and what happened to David Dixon, who was looking like he was going to finish this race somewhere up inside of the top 5. 10 points behind Eric Monaco coming into this one, and right now he is dead last, 21st on the running order, as all 21 cars are currently still out there and under power. And 1 week after he got right up into the conversation for the championship, David Dixon may very well be out of it. But Benny Watson, trying to get back into that championship picture, was 12 points out behind Eric Monaco. Right now, 5 positions up on the 4 car. Has a bonus point for a lap led and would get an extra 5 bonus points if he's able to close out this victory. Looking for his 3rd win on the season is Benny Watson. Sounded like traffic up ahead. That's Jack Mitchell, last car on the lead lap in 20th. I don't think he's going to be a factor. And Austin Reed trying to close up here on Watson to make it a fight for this checkered flag. 25 laps led so far today for Austin Reed, and most on the afternoon. And does not want to be denied his second checkered flag of the season. Gotta wonder with where he's running though, would he be able to get himself mathematically in the championship picture next week? He's got Watson ahead of him. He's got Monaco only a few spots behind him. We'd have to wait and see how it shakes out. But time is fast dwindling for the driver of the 24 as Benny Watson with about 3.5, 4 car lengths advantage down the back straightaway. This time by is going to see the white flag. Benny Watson winning, as we mentioned, the season opener at Daytona. He then went to victory lane in a dominating performance at Pepsi Superdome. And now looking for his third win on the season. Looking to take the checkered flag here at Boston International. Benny Watson out of the Pennsylvania state. Not that terribly far away from the state of Massachusetts. So I don't know if you consider this a home track or not, but he's going to consider it a race-winning track as Benny Watson gets his third win on the season. Taking the checkered flag here at Boston International. Reed will finish second. Another great run for Skylar Taylor in third. And Eric Monaco got Sophia Simon in those final 3 or so laps to nab the 4th position. So Watson with the win would close, but he wouldn't close nearly as much as he would if Monaco had a poor points-paying day. Simon will bring it home in the 5th position as Benny Watson now joins David Dixon for most wins on the season at 3. And what a time to get that 3rd win with the championship hanging in the balance in about 3 weeks' time at the season finale of Michigan. Standings should be official. Here they are. Watson with the win. What would the points gap be between him and Eric Monaco now? 4 positions gained, so that's 3 points I think he would gain on positioning alone. Add another point for a lap led, so that'd be 4, and then 5 bonus points for winning, so that would be 9, and he was 12 points back, so I think it's 3 points that Monaco would have over Watson heading into the championship battle at Michigan. The jury is out, though, on what the other competitors are going to be at. David Dixon with the dead last finish. Does this take him mathematically out of it, or does he still have a shot? Kyle Langland managed to work his way up to 7th, so does he still have a mathematical shot at this championship? He was 13 out coming into this one. You look at Austin Reed finishing runner-up today. Did he do enough to still have a shot at the championship mathematically at Michigan? We'll have to wait and see what the case may be. How about the rest of our top 10 finishers, though? Cat Batson, great run here today in 6th. Langland battling back to 7th after he was around, 20th, 19th, 20th before the green flag pit stop. So that team did a great job of execution on pit lane. Madeline Crenshaw in 8th. Benjamin Snyder from dead last brought it home in the top 10 in 9th. And Samit Ozkan finishes out the top 10. John Lightney Jr., I think he needed a better run than 11th to get back in the championship picture. Nathan Fogler drifted all the way back to 12th after he tried the pit strategy there on, I don't think he took tire. I think he took fuel only. Didn't pan out for him in the long run, but a gutsy call nonetheless. Virgil Alonso, Nathan Stapleton, Roberto Crown Jr. the top 15. Cole Coybe 16th. Stephen Burnside, believe he will be out of the championship picture now with 17th. Cody Smart, Aaron Macklin, Jack Mitchell, the last driver to finish on the lead lap. And then David Dixon with the incident that put him 5 laps down, finishing dead last. He was 10 points out of the points lead. And with Monaco and Watson and Reed and Langland all finished up inside of the top 10, I believe that the 3-time winner will not be in the championship battle heading into the finale at Michigan. Tough break there for David. It all just came down to pit road, I believe. That car was strong. He had worked his way up to 2nd place before the pit stops began, but it did not pan out in the second half of this race for driver 45. So we will in just a moment, see what the point standings look like. Remember, if you see the driver within roughly about 18, 19 points of the points leader, then they still have a shot mathematically of the championship. It'd be a bit of a long shot, but they still do have a mathematical opportunity at hoisting the championship trophy at the end of this season. If you guys enjoyed today's race here from Boston, though, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, part of the crew today. Nice precursor in preparation for tomorrow's playoff race here for the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series drivers. Green flag, but that will fly at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've shown you full feature results from today's race here at Boston, and you're now looking at the point standings heading into the season finale at Michigan. We'll see you in 3 weeks' time for that in the doubleheader, the championship doubleheader for Lite and Cup in the Irish Hills. Until tomorrow afternoon, for the next time we see you, you've been watching another broadcast courtesy of NNSCRA TV, offline racing at its best.